Hey you guys, so first off I need to tell you that I am deeply, incredibly sorry for not having last week's videos like I was supposed to. I had a little mishap at Youmacon that prevented me from uploading them like I was supposed to. Last week in Detroit, Michigan was Youmacon 2012. It was the 8th year and it was actually my first time going, so here's just a little overview of what went down. First off, Thursday I was driving down with 3 other friends of mine. I started off by losing my 3DS and it ended up being at school. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get thousands and thousands of street passes like I was supposed to, and it made me want to cry. Tears down my face for not having my 3DS with me all weekend at a video gaming related convention. Before we actually all got in the expressway to head down to Youmacon, our friend who booked the hotel for us found out that we were not going to be able to fit everybody in our room. The hotel wasn't telling people until they were checking in that they were only allowing 4 people per room, and they all had to have a wristband and have their name on a list. Otherwise, the person would not be allowed to go up the elevator to use the hotel. That actually screwed a lot of people over. We were supposed to fit about 8 or 9 people in our hotel room, so half of us had to commute back and forth each day, which actually turned out to be half of the fun for me. But still, it was an inconvenience because that left a lot of the people who were there for the convention out of a place to sleep for that weekend. Also, Thursday night was the night we all waited in line to get our pre-registration badges, and you would think that pre-registering for your pass for the convention would go a lot quicker, and we waited at least 4 hours in a line just to get our badge Thursday night. After that was done, we just walked around for a little bit and left because we didn't have our costumes with us. We had somebody drive us to the convention and our bags were back at home, so we had to drive all the way back home and then back to our friend's apartment. I thank him very much, so much, and he's the nicest person ever. Friday, I was dressed as Jigglypuff. I went around singing to people. I went around, you know, going Jigglypuff, and oh my gosh, it was so much fun. I got a lot of pictures with people, and I actually got to draw on somebody's face. I was actually really shocked that somebody let me draw on their face, and oh my gosh, it was just so much fun. If you guys want to check out all the pictures, they are all on my Facebook in my Youmacon 2012 album. I have pictures from the entire weekend, and this Sunday is actually going to be video footage of parts and bits of my weekend of a lot of people's outfits and costumes, so you should definitely check that out Sunday. Friday and Saturday night they had dances at the end of each day that lasted until around 2 or 3 in the morning, so my friends and I were all dancing every night there. Saturday I dressed as Espeon, and that was the day of a Pokemon photo shoot, so I got to take photos with a bunch of other people dressed as the other evolutions. I was dressed as Espeon, and there was other evolutions, there was other Pokemon trainers. There were people who were in all-out, like, stuffed Pokemon costumes, like kind of what you would see somebody in a parade, but just like in a miniature size, and they were definitely had their Youmacon going on. It was actually really fun to walk around Saturday because I was dressed as Espeon, my friend is Glaceon, so people stopped to get pictures of us together, and it was a lot of fun. And then Sunday, I actually went dressed as Jigglypuff again because I was supposed to do the Pokemon White trainer, but I decided not to do it because I saw so many. It seemed unoriginal to do it to me, and Jigglypuff was just so much more fun. And on Sunday, I actually somebody wanted me to sign their pass just because I was dressed as Jigglypuff, so I signed their pass, you know, Jigglypuff, and it was like, oh. I would definitely have to say one of my highlights this weekend was seeing Steve Cardinal again because I saw him at VidCon, and when I saw him again at Youmacon, he actually remembered me, and it was really flattering, and I was excited, and I got to take a picture of him dressed as Jigglypuff, and how can you not beat a weekend like that? If you guys want to go to Youmacon next year, I honestly highly recommend it. I still had a lot of fun with my friends, and I got to meet a whole lot of new people that I'm so glad I got to meet. The only things I really have to complain about are the incredibly long line to wait for a pre-registration badge, because pre-registration is supposed to save you time, and the registration line the very next day on Friday was actually about less than a 20-minute wait for some people. The scheduling was kind of off where they had panels in 2 separate buildings. They had some panels in the Renaissance Center, they had some in the Cobo Hall, and it was either a long walk to get to between buildings, or you had to take the people mover, and that just seemed to take up time if there was a panel next to each other in two separate buildings that you wanted to go to. So that could have been dealt with better, I think. Overall, I had a blast. It was an amazing time for me. It was my first cosplay convention. I'm definitely going to go next year, and I'm going to look into going to other cosplay conventions with my friends. So stay updated on my social networking sites to find out if I'm going to be going to a cosplay convention near you. And let me tell you, at these conventions, there's a lot of cute guys there, I must say. But girls, I warn you, if a guy twice your age looks at you and asks you if you're single and he gives off a very creepy vibe, even if you are single, the answer is always no. I actually found out when Youmacon was over that one of my subscribers was there and he didn't get to see me. So to you, I am incredibly sorry, and I hope I do get to see you next year because I will be there. And for anyone else who knows I could possibly be at a convention near them, just tweet me if I'm at the convention and I will definitely come and say hi to you and give you hugs. Yes, heck yes. So I will see you on Sunday for my next video. Bye.